I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
am curious to know who is responsible for this.
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back.
Your indulgence honors you, but how can...
Had you respected this village, you would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here. Instead of talking about harmony, start taking action to
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We'll make sure to improve things in the future. I would be most grateful if you agree.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I am very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are...
Actually, I must go back to my work.
Your next expedition.
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our... In the meantime, here, take this...
Thank you.
Glad to see you. I intend to prove to the Admiral that I will have to go through a test of loyalty. It will certainly be dangerous. So...
With pleasure. Let's...
Ssd. What? Captain Vasco, I'm glad to see you again.
I did, Admiral. That's...
You want me to entrust you with a loyalty?
cast more spells.
Let's get rid of these money bags. Come and taste my savor. Come here, my beauties. Come on, see what you've got. See if you can ward off this fate.
Drink the potion.
To cast more spells. poison on my blade. Let's go! You want to cast your spell? Bit of poison on my blade. And let's bit of poison on my blade. Let's go! Let's see if we can do more of this fate! If you want to cast more spells.
Close to it, Fury.
Look, there it is.
I have never seen a boat outside like this. It looks like the corpse of Boromir.
The corpses are chained up. These beasts were captive. Could they have died during the sinking?
I don't think so. They don't seem to have drowned. Something bigger slaughtered them with no effort at all.
It looks like an enormous cage. But look,
It's been broken. Is this ringing any bells for anyone else?
the hull was torn apart. And given the way that the wood is broken, it came from the inside. Damn it. What happened here?
There are scratch marks almost everywhere on the wood, but they do not look like the marks a reef would make.
This ship was apparently carrying creatures from the island. The largest one managed to escape and made a hole in the hull as it tried to run away. Just like in Serene, the sailors did not stand a chance.
The Admiral will not be satisfied with our deductions. She will want concrete proof. Let's keep searching.
If you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
All the clues seem to corroborate the captain's journal. The Guardian who was locked up on board freed itself and ripped apart the hull of the boat to get out.
Let's go back and explain this to the Admiral. The captain's journal...
Ssd, what can I do for you?
Regarding the mission you entrust...
We have come to give our conclusion.
I'm listening.
We examined the shipwreck and the surrounding area. An enormous beast. It made a hole in the hull.
Alas, I was expecting it. Did you find anything?
The captain's journal tells the tale of the ship from there.
Thank you, Vasco. It seems that, and rest assured, we will never transport another one of those creatures. Our honor is safe, thanks to you. What you have achieved for us all. I will send someone to tell the tattooist.
I have come to receive my tattoo. The Admiral...
Indeed, Captain. Congratulations.
What do you think about it? I feel more naught than ever.
Great. Congratulations, Vasco.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters, like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see? I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me! Constantine, stay with me! Constantine! There is a chance he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No. No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother. And the others on the continent. I am dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't want...
Constantine, I am here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that cannot be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story. Believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother was captured from here during one of them. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
Your fair cousin. No. All the lies that we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told I am the spitting image of my dead father, lost during an expedition. I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my fair cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time, and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away, and why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you, to respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary, definitely, but never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No, we must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where your conspirators are?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off their heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now. We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry, before the guard can act. Lord de Castellion, the Coin Guard tried to assassinate my cousin, and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
And death to the others!
No magic left! Drink a potion! Come on, you! Come and fight! Lord Minister, the Coin Guard wants to take control of...
The guard is everywhere.
We will do everything and come now.
I'll follow you. To my help! And death hail us!
No magic left. Drink a potion. We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay...
Do I even have a choice?
Like someone ill, Constantine.
You have such a way with words. Very well.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.
You will be safe here. Lady Morange, make ready.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take... They were set on assassinating...
The idiot!
You are in danger.
Don't worry about me. I have friends. Go!
You've no magic left. Use the potion. Make preparations to leave. I have a message. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is preparing her life and those of her...
Very well, Your Excellency.
You will be...
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! You're running out of energy! Drink a potion!
Now is not the time. Now is not the time. Now is not the time. Messenger, be ready to leave at once. You must warn the governor of Hikmet that a conspiracy is under...
It's just...
What are you talking about? The order comes from...
It's just that...
Who said that?
I don't really know, but...
And so you are prepared... Don't you understand that the reason I am standing before you is because... Do you know the punishment reserved for...
The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards.
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. I know you... My orders are not to let...
What if I paid you a sum?
Very well, you can come in.
I regret, milady, we are...
I'm not here to tempt my luck.
That's right, what do you
From
want?
you? Nothing.
Is that right? Now this ought to be...
You know very well.
Oh, and you think that...
Kurt?
The real question is why would they stand up who, for his personal advancement, would condemn the cut off from the world, without supplies, and surround... Come on now, give yourself. Only you and your companions are crazy enough.
Sorry, Lieutenant. Soldiers!
We have been sent by the Your lieutenant is accused of high treason for having participated. As you can see for yourself, are you also ready to be accused of...
The attempt has failed for now. Ready, weapon!
Stop! The person we were here for has been...
What did you want?
To arrest her.
Very well. We are...
Arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers. Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
What are you doing here?
It seems that your men... It is understandable. You are under arrest.
But I recognize you. And Kurt.
Sorry, but...
Traitor. Soldiers!
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
It's blocked.
late. The coward has escaped.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
I thought you would like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. And as for you, my fair cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the Commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
Alas, the instigator of all this tragedy slipped through my fingers.
I was informed that the Commander was able to leave the island. I wish him luck in finding a port that will welcome him. And you were able to catch his lieutenants. The squires will pay for the crimes of their masters, as happens too often. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I do suffer, my fair cousin.
I'm sorry. I fully intend to continue my research. We have a number of leads, but with all that's been happening...
Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer, with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Thélème are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went. If this healer is as skilled as our pretty little sapling here says, then we need to see him right away.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.